Yo, what's going on, Straw Hat Crew? We've got a tournament that just happened yesterday for me, February 24th, and this was a 5-round Swiss, and we played extremely well. We ran really well. The deck was drawing exactly how I wanted it to. And yeah, we're playing Luffy in this first match up against my buddy Jeffrey here. As you can see on his shirt, once he like sits forward a little bit, his shirt says "Good Vibes." This guy is nothing but positive and just super fun to play against and have a good chat with. Just an all-around like awesome guy, and I'm super happy that at some of these locals I've met some amazing people and tons of new friends. And yeah, so we get into this match. And he's, if I remember correctly, Jeffrey actually got the better of me the last time we played against one another. He was playing Dofi and I was playing Luffy again, but I think he got the better of me. So I'm out for blood this time, and he decided to go second here. I'm going to be going first, so I'm looking at my hand and I'm feeling all right about it. It's not the best starting hand, but not the worst either. So I'll stick with it. And I don't have a lot of experience up against Blurple Kaido. A lot of people at locals are tending to play just starter deck purple Kaido, but not a lot of Blurple. So this was an interesting matchup, And I don't know if you saw a glimpse of it, but he's got some of those starter deck 5 film cards mixed into this deck, so some pretty interesting cards. I don't exactly remember the name of it, but that event card in his hand is just amazing. I mean, it just KOs everything. 5 or less, yeah, you lose 2 Dawn from playing it, but I mean, you can just get rid of blockers on the board. You can get rid of big bodies that you're trying to tap out. And yeah, so we'll put down Nami. We search out the Chopper first, but he's going to play the Perona and organize his deck, organize the top 5 right here. And if you look in his hand at the moment, he's got Queen, he's got that 2 cost blocker, it looks like a Blast Breath, 6-drop Kaido, and the Douglas Bullet. So, I don't know, not an amazing start of the deck for him, considering his hand has already got 2 Onigashimas. I mean, the Queen is nice, but yeah, that Queen's basically gonna draw into those cards. But I'm gonna swing for 5 here. He counters out with Perona. Yeah, he has no need for that card, really, knowing what the top 5 in his deck are already. But I'm gonna put down Sanji for 2 and put down that Chopper that we searched with Nami, and we'll pass turn. Right here is, in my opinion, why I play Sanji in this deck. We play Sanji because if you can get him down on turn 2 or turn 1 if you go second, I mean, it's just an amazing card. But he plays Who's Who, which kind of, makes me a little sad. He gets rid of my Sanji. And he'll swing for 6 at life, and I'll gladly take that. But if I had the Sanji down this next turn, I would have had 5 Dawn. I play something, take a life, because, I'm aggressive. I'll take that life early. And slap 2 of those rested Dawn back underneath Sanji. I got a 7k swing, and that's just amazing against these dual color decks that are only running 4 life. So we swing 5 at life here. He takes this 1 hit. And yeah, I'm gonna rest all 5, just put down Luffy. He doesn't have too much of a board at the moment, and I think that I just have a lot of cards without counter in hand at the moment. So I'm really just trying to get as much damage as possible done, but he counters out using that Queen and the Alvida. So I'm happy. I feel like that was a dub. Even if I lose this Luffy right here, I am more than happy. Getting rid of the Queen, because it is such an annoying card to deal with. But he's going to use, I think it's called like Lion's Breath or something like that. But it KOs my Luffy. But I still got my swing out of it. I'm okay with it. And he puts down Onigashima, swings for 6 at life. I will take this one, going down to 3. So now both Jeffrey and I are at 3. But back over to my turn, and we're gonna have 7 Dawn. So I'm feeling pretty good in this position. Not bad. I swing for 5, and he takes the life, which is huge. Yeah, for me at least, that feels great. So I'm gonna play the promo Luffy and tap one of my rested Dawn and swing for 9 now. I know there's no way he's countering that. So we've got him down to 1 life as a red deck, you know, with plenty of cards, you know, in our deck that will be able to get through and deal some of that final damage. But yeah, my deck isn't designed to be extremely aggressive. It's more designed to be mid-range and control, but I don't know, it just ends up working out pretty well that we get this. I feel as though Jeffrey really didn't draw very well, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, he's got 3 cards in hand with no counter. I truly felt bad for him. Like after the game, I was like, oof, dude, that's rough. Yeah, but he's planning out the attack, and I think the one thing that's nice about Blurple Kaido, maybe not in set 1 as much, but potentially in set 2, is you know, putting that Dawn underneath him, and you just get an active Dawn back for KOing something on board. I mean, it feels good. So he's gonna put down King here and KO my Chopper. And this is really funny because I don't know why I was thinking that the 6-drop King was the 9-drop Kaido with 6 costs or less, and I was like, you really want to get rid of my Chopper and not my Luffy? And he was like, no, it's just 4 or less. And I said, oh my god, this is why I need to play against purple more. I was like, I keep mixing up cards and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're just looking at it, and he gets he's got 2 remaining Dawn. He's gonna slap down that blocker. Yeah, he's got to. I mean, with 1 life left and no counters in hand, that's, you know, pretty much a saving grace at the moment. But he'll swing for 6 at life. I feel like we're in a great position that I could just take this life, but I do opt to counter out. So I bring him up to 7, and I said, you know what, just to be on the safe side. Just to be on the safe side, I don't need that 2k in hand right now. I've already got what I need to potentially close out this match. You know, yes, he's got a blocker on field, but I'm feeling pretty good. He's only got 3 cards in hand, so I just checked. And I've got swing with leader, swing with Luffy, and, you know, potentially rush card in hand, you know, to take care of that. And I'm just thinking of what's the best way to do this to try and go for the close. So I think the best way is what I do here is just tap 2 underneath leader, swing, and he takes the block, which is where I go, okay, I'm like pretty confident that I have this win now. Like very, very confident. But it's just a matter of, can he counter out a 7k? So I swing for 7 and he takes the life. So I'm like, okay, I'm like positive I have the win. So I put down 5, and I was gonna tap some under, but he shows his hand. He didn't have anything. He had a 1k counter Perona, and yeah, all of his cards just were not good in the moment. I mean, this was a unfortunate, you know, draw for him to start against you know, my hand. It was tough, but good first game. Always loved playing against Jeffrey, and I got the better of him this time. I'm pretty sure he's going to be back for blood the next time, so I'm a little nervous on that. And he always switches up his deck and brings me something new, and ends up, you know, showing me something, and it's scary. But good game to start us off, and yeah, let's get into game 2. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.